don't give her a
A
picture
picture frame?
from the jeweler that she thinks you got her ring from.
Right. Who buys a picture frame at a jeweler's?
I don't know.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are doing Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode number 12. Potomac and Ponies and Problems. Okay.
I don't understand what's the ponies?
I guess when they were doing the pink pony games. Yeah,
Okay.
I know. It wasn't a great name.
I was thinking horses, like, you know.
Yeah, I know. Not pink inflatable ponies.
Right. I guess Pink Pony. What was that song? Pink Pony. Whatever. Pink Pony Club, which is a
That's
strip
it.
bar, I believe. Yeah.
There you go. So we pick up where we left off at the family party where they were, grilling Angel about her place, whether or not she was evicted. And she said, listen, I was just confused. I thought that, they had the dates that, I knew that the date was July 1st. And, I wouldn't put myself and my family in this situation. Whatever. It is what it is. Like, stop making something out of nothing at this point.
Well, yeah. And then to look up the definition of eviction, she was not evicted. She was not served with any papers. Certified letter came to the house. Like, her Airbnb ended. That's
Right.
all.
That's it.
Before
Simple.
she was prepared to leave. Maybe she was hoping that the place wasn't going to book up. Like, maybe that's how she left it with the agent, whoever, is in charge of this, or homeowner, whoever. Like, maybe she was like, listen, I think I'll be good on August 1st, but
July.
or whatever, July 1st, but, maybe not. But, and maybe the woman was like, well, as of right now, nobody has it after you. So she was like, all right, cool. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, there's a very simple explanation that does not need to be investigated.
No, it doesn't. And it doesn't need to be, talked about in confessionals by many people.
Right. And the thing is that what's your purpose here of continuously bringing this up? Are you trying to make it like she can't afford where she lives? Because I'm quite certain that they're fine financially.
I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
So you could just stop with that.
Right. And then Ashley has to end the conversation with, okay, good, I'm glad, because I just was worried. I'm just glad that you guys are all okay. Oh, no, you're not, Ashley. No, you are not.
Exactly. Always under the guise of caring. You don't care. You're just being messy.
Yeah. I did think the next conversation was interesting with Eddie talking to the men and about his 15-year wedding anniversary coming up and how Wendy wants a new ring. I was like, oof, that one's going to hit hard.
Every time they talk about money or the renovation or anything like that, it's like knowing what we know now.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough.
I mean, especially at the end, but obviously we'll get there.
Then Charisse goes over to introduce herself to Thiemo. I mean, that was shady. Come on.
It was so shady. But I loved Stacy said, here comes Charisse slithering over in lingerie. And she was legit wearing lingerie. I mean, I do think Charisse looks amazing. I thought it was a really cute outfit. But you knew you were coming somewhere where there were going to be little kids. I don't know if it was the most appropriate thing to wear.
It wasn't.
But she did look good. But yeah. not appropriate.
No.
And I think
I agree with you.
asked Ashley that on Watch What Happens Live, and she was like, oh no, Charisse was serving. And she was, but not for a family fun event.
No, exactly. Not for a family fun event. But I love the way Stacy always handles it. She always handles it with grace and class, and it's just a non-issue. She makes it a non-issue. And I love that.
Yep, absolutely.
Shortly after that, she walks over to say, to Wendy and Eddie, I'm really glad that, we got to meet and, we want to move forward with the friendship and Thiamo's going to have to go. And Eddie's like, wait, I wanted to talk. And they're like, yeah, no, we're going to talk. Just not right here.
Not today.
Not
that
today.
man cannot stay in one place for too long. Maybe, you know what I was thinking? Maybe he's Batman. Maybe he got the signal. And he was like, whoop, I got to go.
Listen, I think he's playing it smart with these ladies. You got to get in and out. Just get in and out.
Sure, because I don't know if this is true or not. It's probably not. Again, the whole AI thing on social media. But I saw something real quick today about Giselle saying that she had a very alarming conversation with Angel's husband, Bobby. Now, again, I don't know if this is true or not. I saw it real quick. But this poor guy is probably so regretful that he came on this show because of what Giselle and Ashley are doing. So Thiemo is playing it smart for sure.
Yeah. So then Wendy goes over and tells Giselle and Ashley that, Thiemo left, and Giselle is like, why are we catering to him? Like, why are we handling him with kid gloves? Why are you handling him at all?
Exactly.
He's not on the show. He's not on the show. You don't need to handle anything.
Stacy's there, and she's the one who's filming. So we're all caught up. We're all good.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
Right.
So the next thing we see is they're going to do a three-legged race. I mean, honestly,
did they flash back to the Ashley and Charisse's son thing prior to that, or did they do the three-legged race?
It was like
that?
in between. We could bring it up now.
Okay.
But we could bring it up. Yeah. So Charisse's son is there, Jackson, who's 27.
Okay. Listen, very handsome young man. However, they flash back to a lunch where Ashley tells Charisse that she hooked up with her son.
She said a little smooch.
Yeah, well, on Watch What Happens Live, she said more happened. And she said it was multiple times. And I can assure you that if any friend of mine 10 years from now tells me that they've hooked up with my son, they are a hoe and they are no longer my friend. Because that's disgusting. I don't care how old Ashley is. I mean, Charisse, right? Supposedly she's your good friend, right? And Charisse, I mean, she's that desperate to be on the show that she's going to allow this and not have that reaction. How do you not have that reaction?
I was a little surprised about the reaction, to be quite honest with you. I was surprised. I mean, granted,
no, he's a grown man. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm actually not even putting any blame on his part because he is a grown man. Although I think it's a little weird, and I would hope to God my son would never do that. But I'm sorry, Ashley. There are many, many young men in that area. Come on.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That is
and it was
hoe behavior.
Yeah. No, I was surprised. I was very surprised at her reaction.
She's just that desperate to be on this show. She's just going to let that slide.
The ladies were all over it as soon as they heard about it, though. They're like, wait a second. I mean, as they should be, but Giselle wasn't. I thought that was interesting because Giselle was there. Like Giselle plays the same games. Yeah.
100%. Could you imagine if that were Stacy? Could you imagine if Stacy did that? I mean, she's older than Ashley, but still.
She doesn't look it.
She doesn't look it. No, she does not. But that would be an end of a friendship for me. For sure.
Yeah, I just seriously can't imagine a friend of mine sleeping with one of my children or even kissing one of my children.
Right. 28, 35, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
That's my kid that you knew when he was, 15 probably?
Yeah.
No.
Well, she knew him when he was 17, right? Because he's 27 now, and this is the 10th season.
Okay, there you go.
So 17.
And he's a very handsome guy, but he's your friend's son.
Right. Right. So they're playing their silly games. The first game they're doing is a three-legged race, and Ashley and Jassi win that three-legged race. The next thing, this is when Jackson comes out, like officially. He's going to be doing the tug-of-war, and they're doing tug-of-war, and there's two different teams. Jassi has a team, and Ashley has a team. I don't even know which team won, to be honest with you.
I think Ashley's team won, but the other team looked like they were winning for a period of time, but
yeah.
Then people started falling, so I think Ashley's team won.
Then I thought it was interesting because Angel is talking to Tia, and Giselle walks over there and interrupts the conversation and is like, I know you guys have a lot to talk about, but it's game time. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Right. Never mind the fact that we're filming a show and we're supposed to be seeing scenes like that. And I'd rather see a scene like that than watch you do what, that whole horse thing,
That's what it was. The pink inflatable ponies.
They were supposed to gallop and Giselle just grabbed hers and ran. And then Stacy was actually doing the galloping, and they're like, what is Stacy doing? She's playing the
Galloping?
game the way you told her to. That's what she's
Exactly.
doing. She's following rules.
I know. I was like, this is
Crazy.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And then the other so after that stupid pink pony relay thing, then Giselle is talking to Greg and Kiarna, and he's asking, how they're doing. And then they start bringing up the stupid potato salad again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Stacy even brings it up. Stacy says that she wants to know what Eddie thinks of it. I was like, wait, why are we doing this?
Right. And I'm sorry, Giselle in her confessional saying Greg is never giving Kay a ring. Ma'am, like you like to say, ma'am, you should know because nobody's giving you a ring. You got one ring and you're not getting any more.
Yeah.
She should just zip it. She should not be giving any advice or commenting on anyone's relationship because out of all the housewives, she cannot keep a man. Ma'am.
Yeah, that's
she
true.
can't. How many have we
true.
seen her go through?
It's true. It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
We find out that Jackson's a model, too.
Believe it. He's very handsome.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, listen, it's very clear. He's very handsome.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it at that party. And then the next thing we see is Tia's talking to her husband, Rob, and they're talking about with the kids and the chore chart. Listen, I could have done without that, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Well, when she said that my kids will eat something and throw the wrapper on the floor, I was like, well, that's a little jacked up.
I mean, my kids aren't far off of it. They'll just leave it on the table or whatever's sitting next to them. It's not like they'll throw it on the floor, but it certainly is not making it to the garbage can.
So in Joe's room, where his PlayStation is, can be a little scary. Water bottles everywhere. And yes, like he'll try to get the wrapper or the empty bag of chips in the garbage. Typically doesn't make it. I don't think he's specifically throwing them on the floor, but you know what? He could be. He could be.
I know. Like listen, this is behavior of children. Like,
Yeah. But
it
was just surprising for her to say it though, because she is English and you think like she's so proper and she's probably strict, but she's obviously going through the same struggles as the rest of us.
But she said she's never done chores. Like she had people doing them. So she never did them herself.
True. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
She
just doesn't have the staff.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when she said, well, who's kissing the mirror? And Nathaniel's like, well, I used to. She said, well, someone is still doing it. I'm like, wait a second. Why is he kissing the mirror?
Is he practicing?
I don't know. That's a good idea. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's
probably practicing. He's at that age,
oh my God. And then I love how he said, well, can I get credit for the things I did do today? Like, let's talk about what I did do.
This kid, he might be the breakout star of Real Housewives of Potomac this season. He is adorable.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
It was interesting to hear her talk about her half-sister. So it sounds to me like her father had a whole other family in Nigeria.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
But still while married to her mother.
That's hard to tell. I don't know.
I know. But she said my mother wasn't interested in being a sister wife.
Right.
So at some point, he must have had these children and then told Tia's mother. Because it's not just the one. It's not just Amira. It's not just the half-sister.
Right. There's a half-brother also.
Yeah.
And by the way, Amira is beautiful.
She is.
And she looks like I could see that they're sisters. Like they look alike. I could see the resemblance. Like her father must have the strong genes there.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I think that it's nice that, she now has a relationship with her, but I also understand her not back then out of loyalty to her mother.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I would probably be the same way.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, then we see Stacy and Thiemo are working out. Now, they were working out in their house. Is that where their gym was?
Yeah, she has a gym in her house. I remember that.
Yeah.
This actually seemed like a genuine scene with them. Did you think so?
Well, I mean, I thought her working out was completely half-assed.
Well, that's for sure.
So I don't know how real it was. I do think that she wants to be present with him and participate in things that he does. And I think that that is part of his routine.
Right. But he seemed more comfortable on camera with
He did.
her.
He did. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. And he said that he's moved back in. So that's a step in the right direction. And I think from what appears by the conversation that they were having that, you know, they're back together. I mean, if he's not living in the other place anymore and he's moving back in, I mean, with their daughter and she's happy, I don't,
Yeah.
and their goal for both of them, which I did think was a little bit, the most important thing they said is to see, Arabella happy, but that's not the most important thing. Like,
Well,
you
it's
guys need
not
to be
a good
happy.
reason to get back together. Right. It's
Right.
not a good reason to get back together. You gotta
Right.
want it for yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just gonna wind up breaking up again.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Um, then we see Angel's at her house, and her husband Bobby's running around with the kids and the baby. And she said that they have to put a few things in storage before they go back to Colorado because, they just didn't find the house yet. And they don't want to move all the stuff back to Colorado because they eventually want to get a house there. Angel's telling Bobby that she feels stressed about she invited the ladies to come visit Wonderland, which is their business. It's a luxurious guided hiking, fly fishing, horseback riding, like a big tour company that she runs. Her and her husband run there.
I feel like we're using the word luxurious a little loosely.
You do?
Well, hiking, fly fishing, how do you make that luxurious?
I
I mean,
mean,
listen, if you're into that stuff, you're into that stuff. But is it luxurious?
hmm.
Luxurious, I feel like, is like massage, like
Yeah, I think
walking
it's so
around in a
funny.
big fluffy robe.
I think all of those things could be all happening at the same Colorado place,
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
right? Like, I don't think it's just like an old log cabin kind of thing. I think it's like a luxurious resort that has all these amenities.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming. I don't know though,
Yeah.
but we will find out next week because
We're
that's
gonna
where they're
find
going.
out. Yeah.
That's where they're going. And she said that she wants to do something really nice for the ladies. I have no idea why, but Bobby
I
suggests
know.
a big cookout. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything for these ladies. I wouldn't want
No.
anything.
But I like that he is like for his wife, like, well, we'll do a
He's
big
trying.
cookout. Well, yeah, like
Mhm.
I'll do all the cooking. Like, I don't know. He just seems like a very supportive husband.
He does.
Listen, Angel, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's another notch against you because Giselle and Ashley don't have that and never have had that. So they're jealous. So they're going to come at you
Yes.
even harder. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're just too happy in your marriage for them to like you.
Mhm. Exactly. So true. So true. So then we see the next we're at Wendy's house and we're looking at all of her renovations and her appliances and her cabinets, and
Her kitchen is gorgeous.
it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I was surprised that it was only a 2-month process, to be quite honest with you. I mean, how long did it take to do your kitchen? I know yours was during COVID, but how long did yours take?
November, December, January, 3 months. 3 months. And I wasn't spending the kind of money she was spending. So she,
Yeah.
you got that kind of money to throw around. They're gonna finish it up quick. And yeah, November, December, January. Yeah. It was pretty
Okay. So
quick. I mean, it's not a big kitchen, obviously.
I know. I know. Yeah.
But yeah, the guy, our contractor, he was good and he had a good team. So we had no, knock on wood, we had no issues, no hiccups.
That's good. That's good. Well, she said it was a 2-month process, and now that it's done, she's redone the entire first floor. It wasn't just the kitchen. I mean, the
Yeah.
floor looked beautiful too. That carpet was janky anyway. As soon as I saw that carpet, I was like, this is janky. So the next project is either going to be they're going to redo the basement, they're going to finish his basement, or get a pool. And Wendy's like, well, I say pool. And Eddie's like, well, I would vote pool too if I have a vote. Well, what, Eddie? Why don't you have a vote?
Well, Eddie, I don't think you're doing anything, honey, because I think that you guys might not
You
be
might be
living
going to
in that
jail.
house.
You might be going to jail.
Exactly. You might be going to camp, sir.
Yeah.
But let's hope for the best. This is all alleged.
Yeah. So Wendy brings up about her dad again, and she's telling Eddie that, she just wants to do it. She just wants to call her dad. So she does it. She calls her dad and she's talking to him. And, he answers right away. I mean, it seems that he does. And he's like, yes, my daughter. He seemed like he was happy to speaking to her. The conversation to me seemed like it was going well. He said, like, we don't need to cry over spilled milk. And I don't want to hash up the past, but I miss my daughter. And, you know, And then she asked about FaceTiming, and he said yes. I was
Well,
surprised,
he
to be
had
honest
to
with you.
sign a release for that.
Absolutely, he did. Yeah, he did. I was surprised that he said yes.
Yeah.
Um, but you could see his face, like, lit up when he saw her.
Yeah. I mean, at
And
first I felt like he was giving her like one-word answers, but then he warmed up. But that's must be totally normal. I've never been on TV, but I would imagine
right,
that's totally normal.
yeah. And then he wants to see Eddie too. He's like, "I wanna see Eddie." Obviously he knows Eddie. They, been together for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
I know, and
Eddie
Eddie
comes
was so
over.
respectful, and he was like, "How you doing,
He
sir?"
he's very respectful. Even with her
I
mom,
know.
he is so respectful.
Holy cow, he was
Yeah.
extremely restrained and respectful to that woman.
Yes. Yes.
I realized I was enjoying this episode so much at this point in the show, and it was because other than the very beginning, we really hadn't seen much of Giselle.
Well, even this other little interaction with Ashley from the Brain Tumor Society was just a staged interaction. I mean,
For sure.
that
For
was
sure.
absolutely nothing. That was nothing.
Totally unnecessary.
Yep.
Because they
Yep.
have nothing going on, the two of them.
Mhm.
Did you Watch What Happens Live with Ashley?
I did not.
She's back with Josh, she said. You were never
Is
not
she?
with Josh. Yeah, she said it on Watch What Happens. Well, you had sent me the thing saying the same thing, but she
Okay.
actually said it on Watch What Happens Live.
She was on after this episode? Oh, okay. I didn't
You should
see it.
watch it. It was good. Who's she
Yeah,
with?
I
She's with
definitely will.
one of the Married to Medicine wives.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that show though. Dr. Simone, maybe? I forget.
Could be. Yeah, so she didn't have much on this episode either, Ashley. The next thing we see is Kiarna's moving back into Greg's house, and this is her second time moving back in.
Yeah.
But this time he's actually moving the boxes. Last time she had to move the boxes herself. I'm
I
like,
mean, he
okay.
really is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't he? We all need a Greg.
No. No, we don't.
Not after this scene, man. This was cold, I
No.
thought.
I mean, he's like, I have something for you. And he gives her this like brown moving box. And I'm like, a moving box? And then she takes out these beautiful red roses randomly thrown in the box. And then the Radcliffe Jewelers bag, which we know
Yeah,
he was
bag
at.
from the jewelers he was at.
Right. Right. With her mother and Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls out a picture frame. Are you kidding me?
That was really cold. I mean, that's like humiliating almost.
It really
right?
was.
Like, I mean, I understand if this man does not want to propose on camera. I understand because I think that that's a private moment, and some people choose to do it, and that's great. But I respect the people who choose not to do it. But don't give her a picture
frame?
from the jeweler that she thinks you got her ring from.
Right. Who buys a picture frame at a jeweler's?
I don't know.
I mean, I've never even seen a jeweler that sells picture frames.
Me neither. So what did he just get the bag and get the frame from somewhere else?
No.
Yeah, like that was pretty wild.
It really was. It was. But then she said that, she kind of pivots and, she said, we're okay on the way things are going with the condo. Like, you're going to gift it to me, but it's still going to be in my name. It's still going to be mine. So he's going to pay for the condo that she's living in now, that she's moving out of. It's still going to be in her name. And she said, and I know this house that we're living in is yours, like it's in your name. She goes, but if, when we get married, will we change that? And will I be on the deed? I thought to myself, this is when you're having this conversation?
I would not have done that on camera. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think? This is why he got pissed off last season, because you kept trying to have these conversations with him on camera. Don't talk about finances like that. You're not Heather Dubrow. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
That's a private matter. He should not have to
know.
answer those questions on camera.
I thought to myself, this isn't going to go well for you.
Not at all. Not at all.
And he's like, well, I don't really think that that's even necessary. He goes, I don't plan to live here forever. And I was like, oh, that was a good answer. At least he had a good answer.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Did he buy the house? Is he paying for the house? Then it's his house.
Right. Right. And you just said he just gifted you your condo.
A condo.
That's in your name. Right.
Right. These women, man.
I know.
Right? Like, are you looking for a husband or a checkbook?
Yeah.
I mean, she's a successful business owner.
I know. I don't understand it. I really don't. I think that
Yeah,
there's
like
more to this than we know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like yeah, like it's just the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the principle of it, you know? Like if we get married, I want my name on the house. Like you know, I don't know. I don't always agree with that though, personally.
Right.
But
Right. He
you
had
know,
this
Eric
house.
and I did things very traditionally. We bought a house together, we got married, and then, you know, we just did things more traditionally. So what do I know?
Yeah. We did the same thing. We
Yeah.
did the same thing,
Yeah.
whatever. But I certainly would have
My
never had a
suggestion to
conversation.
everybody what?
I would never have a conversation like that on camera.
Never. Never.
It's just
But in all
crazy.
honesty, my suggestion to everyone now is don't get married because there are way more benefits for you to get from your state if you're not married. Don't do it. Seriously. Have your babies, buy your homes, don't get married. Have a religious ceremony, throw a big party. Do not apply for a marriage license in your state. That's just my
Yeah.
PSA.
Yeah. I mean, that's how some people do it.
Exactly. So why shouldn't
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah. Then we get to meet Tia's sister, and we find out that she lives in Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria. Um, and also, we find out that Tia was 12 when she learned about her sister.
She doesn't say how old she was, right? How old the
How old her
sister
sister?
was.
No, she didn't. I mean, her sister does look a lot younger than her. And she did say that apparently she met her when she was a baby because she came home and her mom said, I saw a new baby today, but she didn't realize that that was her sister that she was referring to, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
interesting.
And really, I mean, it doesn't sound like Tia had any plans on having a relationship with them until their father passed and they had to bury him as a family.
Right. And Amira says that Tia called her and Tia said to her, "You are loved." And Tia's like, "I don't remember saying that." And Amira was crying and Tia was crying. So it's definitely something that happened.
Yeah. Yeah. She did not
So
let the half siblings come to her wedding though. But honestly, I
if her
think that
mother was there,
that would have been very difficult for her mother. And I'm glad that they have the relationship they have now, but I don't
right,
blame her for that. If
right, it
that's
was
going
her
to make your
day.
mom uncomfortable, that's your day and that's your mom. So
Right.
I agree with that.
I do too.
Her
I do
not
too.
having them there, I mean, you
No,
know.
I agree with that too. I think, like
Yeah.
she said, it was her day. Why this isn't the time and place to have this, family reunion.
Awkwardness. Awkwardness. I mean, quite honestly, my wedding was a bit awkward because my parents, you know, my father left when Eric and I started dating. And Eric and I got married a couple of years later. And my mom had just started dating her now husband, and they've been together over 20 years. But she brought him to the wedding, which was no problem at all. But, you know, there were a lot of family friends there, like a lot of couples that my parents were friends with who we grew up with, you know, and they were all like asking me about it at the wedding. Like this one guy, and may he rest in peace, he's passed away now, but he like cornered me and was like, what do you think of your mom's boyfriend? And I was like, what? Like it was right after we did the cake, and Eric had really smashed me with the cake. And then Alex ran up and really smushed it in. So I had cake all over my face. I just wanted to go to the bathroom and wipe my face off. And he cornered me and he was asking me all about my mom's boyfriend. I'm like, he seems like a nice guy. Like, bro, I'm paying a lot of money for this wedding. Time is ticking away. I want to go wipe my face and go back and dance. So it wasn't super awkward, but there were like a couple of, you know, just because my mom brought her new boyfriend, who she's now been married to for years.
Yeah. Tia does say she now understands as an adult that her father just wanted the family to be together, which of
Hmm.
course you could want that, but you're the one who separated the family. So you don't always get what you want.
And you can't force it. Like, this is her wedding
Right.
day. You can't force
Right.
a sibling on her that she's not close with.
Right. I totally agree. So the next thing we see is we're at the Osefos' house and Wendy's mom and sister roll up. Well, she invited them. They didn't just roll up. This was hard to watch.
This
It
was
was hard
really
to
hard to
watch.
watch. Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
Percent.
It starts out okay. Her mom says that she loves it. You know, she loves the kitchen. She's pointing out the black toilet paper, which, by the way, I've never seen black toilet paper either.
I haven't either, and quite honestly, would have asked Susan, right, is her name, the mother?
Yeah,
I would
I
have asked the
maybe.
same question, like, is this gonna,
Give me a UTI.
yeah, yeah, it's a very sensitive area down there. You don't know what can set it off.
Do we need all these unnecessary dyes?
Yeah, exactly. What materials is made of?
I
Yeah.
thought it was funny, though.
Did you notice that her mother said, "Is that plate for me?" when Wendy was making herself a plate? And then Wendy was like, "This plate can be for you." And she was like, "I want a plate to go."
I
And Wendy
did
was like,
notice
"Okay,
that.
you want a plate to go." Like, but then you see her standing there eating off of a plate. So did she want a plate to go for later and she wanted to eat here now?
I don't know, but I did notice she said, I want a plate because Wendy said, I can get, I can make you a plate. And she said, I want a plate to go. And I'm like, why does she want a plate to go? And then she continued to stand there and eat.
Right.
I thought that whole interaction was weird.
She is just a hard nut to crack. God bless Wendy and her sister, but her sister seems to
Yeah.
fall in line.
And then her mom says this must have cost you, a whole arm and a whole leg. And Wendy's like, what, eating the food? She's like, well, yeah, eating out and the renovation. And Wendy said, well, it was pricey, but it's worth it. And then her mom's like, well, I told you not to buy a new house. Okay. Wendy's like, okay, well, thank you for that advice. I guess I don't know if that was an option. She was going to renovate her kitchen or buy a new house. I don't know.
Yeah, that must have been it. Maybe they were looking to upgrade, and maybe her mother was like, "Why don't you just make this house?" I mean, it's a beautiful house. It was beautiful before
Yeah.
she did that, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just wild to know now what we know, and to hear
Yeah.
her talking about how much it cost, and to know that they're accused of what, like 500 grand in insurance scams, and she said the kitchen was like a 400, or maybe the whole first floor was $1,000 renovation. Maybe the other 100 grand went to upgrade her ring for their anniversary.
There you go. There you I mean, I'll be honest with you. The more I think about this interaction with her mom and her sister about her father, she had to know how her mom was going to react.
Yeah.
Like,
I
did
mean, we
she?
learned that, her mom had to work for her father left. Basically,
Right.
he was a deadbeat dad, and
Mm-hmm.
her mom had to work 4 jobs to put she and her sister through school. So her mother is fully entitled to feel the way she feels about this guy, and so is her sister. I just don't think it's necessarily fair for them to try to prevent Wendy from having a relationship with him. Maybe she needs this and they don't. Like Ashley said that on Watch What Happens Live. She said, I had a similar situation. Her father left
Right.
and she, even on the show,
She tried to
wanted
see
to
him and he
meet him,
wouldn't.
tried to see him. And she said the whole time, my mother was very supportive of that. So she did have a similar situation, but her mother was like, okay, if this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do.
Yeah. I mean, my thought about it was because I started thinking about it afterwards. My first initial reaction was like, her mother is a monster and her sister is too. But then I started to really think about it. The last time she had that conversation with her mom, she knew how upset her mom was about it. So she had to
Mhm.
know that this wasn't going to go well.
Maybe she hoped that since they were on camera, maybe it was a better time to do it because they wouldn't have reacted the way they reacted. And I think her sister just feeds off of the mother. And I don't think
Yes.
her mother cares how she looks on camera. It's quite obvious. Susan
Yeah.
does not give an F about how she comes across to the public.
Yeah.
And I guess what really set her off was Wendy pointing at her. I don't even think she was pointing at her. I think she was pointing at her kids saying, I want them to leave. I want them to go upstairs because she saw her mom getting heated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's totally understandable. Like
And
some
that's
people
when it
fight in front of their
happens.
kids, some people don't. That's her children. You have to respect her choice to ask them to leave the room.
Right. Right. And she was just asking her mom just to hold off until I can get these kids out of here. I don't want them hearing this. You can say what you want to say, but and she wasn't holding off. And that's when I think she did point at her because I wrote down that she pointed at her. And that is definitely what set her off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She said, don't disrespect me. You could talk
Yeah,
to your kids like that. I mean, it got, it got a little out of control.
it did. It did. And then poor Eddie, like,
Yeah,
that was tough, and he was so respectful, so respectful.
he was. Now, I will say this. Susan starts crying and Wendy goes, "Oh, you're doing too much."
Yes.
So that could have been a trigger too.
Yeah,
I
but I
just,
think she knows her mother. I think she knows her mother,
yeah, yeah.
and that's my point is
Maybe
she
she was
knows her
doing too
mother.
much.
Yeah, she knows her mother, which is why she should have never had this conversation on camera because she knows her mother.
Yeah, yeah. And thank God Eddie was there. I mean, he does
Yeah.
try to calm it down and says, take a beat. And
Yep.
then, Wendy starts to cry and her mom tells her to shut the F up. Like that got ugly real quick.
And even her sister jumped in. I mean, even her sister jumped in and started yelling at her.
I think her sister was holding off a bit, and then her sister heard her say to Eddie, "I want to tell them to get the F out of my house." And her sister was like, "What did you just say?" And then her sister got up and was like, "Okay." It's very unfortunate that that turned out the way it did, but they shouldn't they shouldn't try to prevent her from having a relationship with her father if that's truly what she wants to do. But she also has to respect the way that they feel. Her mom does have every right to feel that way about that man. He
Definitely.
left her with 2
Definitely.
kids and
Never
didn't
looked
contribute,
back. She said,
never
never
looked
looked
back.
back.
Right. But her mom popped off a little bit too much. But she clearly
Yeah.
does not care how she looks on camera.
No, she doesn't. She does not.
I
And
wish they
even once
had Wendy on Watch What Happens Live last night, but I wonder if she probably can't go on Watch What Happens Live right now with what's going on.
I would think not. I was surprised she even went to BravoCon, but I would think not and watch her have us live.
I
I mean,
know.
she was just in court this past week, so I doubt it.
Yeah.
Even after her mom left, Eddie said to her, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm used to it." Like, that's telling also.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to blame Wendy, but I feel like she should have known that this is something that could happen with her mother when she brings up her father.
I know. I know.
So I don't know.
I hope
I
next week
saw,
doesn't pick up where this ended. I don't want to see any more
gosh,
of this. You know what I mean? I don't want to see any
yeah.
more of this.
I
Let's
don't
just
think
open the next episode with something
yeah.
else.
I was gonna say I don't think we do because I think
They
they're
left.
going to Colorado. Yeah, they're gonna go to Colorado. I think at this portion of it, I think we should be done with.
We're safe.
Yeah. I don't know if I posted it or if I sent it to you, but the Snark side, Bravo Snark side, did you see that they posted the cast for the road trip?
I think you did send it, and I just didn't have a chance to look at it.
I'm looking
Who's
it up
on
right
it?
now. Well, Vicky was on it. Snark side, here it is. She was on Ryan Bailey today too, so I was listening to her.
Vicky?
I don't know. No, the girl who runs Bravo Snark side.
Oh,
Gosh, the Mercedes and Tommy divorce. That's getting messy. Have you heard that at all?
yeah. By the way, I really don't like Gigi. I
No, I
would
don't
like
like
to
Gigi
watch
either.
the Valley Persian style or whatever it's called. I just don't like her. I'll try it though. I mean, I love Reza and I like MJ, and I guess there's some new people. Mike's not on it, right? He can't
No,
possibly
no,
be
no.
on it. Yeah. But Gigi, I really don't like her. I feel like she's so trashy, Gigi. I find her
I
very
don't like
trashy.
Gigi.
She fat shamed somebody. Who'd she fat shame? Kristen Doty after
Well,
she had her baby?
she actually was on Jeff Lewis with MJ last week, and she explained the whole situation. She didn't do it on purpose. She actually thought when she saw the picture that she was announcing a pregnancy. And she made some comment like, congratulations, or is this an announcement or something? She genuinely thought that. She wasn't commenting on her body. And then Kristen Doty went off on her on social media because it was Brittany. So
Oh,
she called it.
that's right.
Yeah, so it was
That's
Brittany.
right.
So Kristen Doty went off on her and she apologized to Brittany. She had a conversation with Brittany when they were at BravoCon. Brittany She talked to Brittany and, her and Brittany were okay, and she tried to talk to Kristen, but Kristen would not have it. She wouldn't look at her, and that's who Kristen is, and she understands,
Sure,
like,
for
she
sure.
understands she was having her friends back.
And
She's like,
she
"But."
hooked up with Jax like before Brittany, but they had sex. Like they both admit to it. So they probably did really think that she was like being shady about Brittany,
Yeah, but
just
she
because of that
wasn't.
too.
She's like,
Yeah.
I would, and I don't, I really, when she explained it, I was like, you know what? I believe that because I just think that she's just kind of oblivious to that kind of stuff. I don't
Right.
think that
Right.
you know, I don't think she was being, so I'm on Snark's and I cannot find it. Well, I'll have to get it for the next one, but it was a, there was like 7 people. It was like Karen Huger, Kyle Richards,
Yeah, yeah.
Vicky.
Karen, because I remember cousin Gina was like, "Here we go. Bravo rewarding bad behavior," which she's 100% right.
Maybe that's where I put it in that chat. I don't know. I think it's gonna be good, and supposedly they start filming in the end of January. And
Yeah, listen, I'll
there's
watch any Ultimate Girls Trip. I think they're fantastic.
I do too. I like to see when we get like the OGs back, you know?
I think that they should do another New York legacy one with the same people. Bring the same people
Yeah.
back. Don't add anybody like, Dorinda, Lou, Sonia, what the Teakman chick,
Here it
like
is.
same people.
Okay, so it was Bravos and Cocktails that posted it. Okay. So it's Mary Cosby, Giselle, Luann, Nene Leakes, Teresa, Vicky
Damn
Gunvalson,
it.
Kim Zolciak,
Oh God. I don't know if I can
Karen
watch this.
Huger, and is this Meredith Marks? Please don't tell me this is Meredith.
I don't
I
think I
think
could
it's
watch it if
Meredith.
Teresa's on it, for crying out loud.
Teresa's on it.
I can't do it.
Come on, Mary Cosby and Nene
Can't
Leakes.
believe Mary's on it.
Yeah. And Nene? I'm here for it. I'm
I
here for
know.
Nene coming
I
back.
know. I'm here for Nene coming back. I think it's great that she's working for Bravo again because, you know, they did her
Yes, that
so dirty. They did Nene
yeah.
so dirty.
So it was Bravo and Cocktails that posted it. I'm actually looking forward to this. I think listen, I don't know. I know you don't like Kim Zolciak either.
I'm
I
not a
find her
fan.
intriguing. I know.
Yeah.
I
But
find her
I'll watch
intriguing.
her. Like I stopped watching Tardy for the Party at some point, but I'll watch her on something way before I'd watch Teresa. I'm gonna really struggle with this. Is it like a Survivor show? Can somebody get kicked off where she might
I
get
don't
kicked off first?
I don't think anybody gets kicked
Because
off, and
that
I
might soften it up for me.
think what they're doing is they're going across the country and they're going like to different parties in different cities with other housewives. So they're going to be interacting with other housewives throughout their journey.
Well,
I don't know. I'm here for it though.
I did.
Which is
It's interesting. I mean, it's a great premise. I'll definitely watch it, but I'm gonna have a hard time with her on it. Damn it. Whatever. I don't know if this is true. Again, with the stupid AI, but I did see something right before we logged on that Maurizio bought the spelling manor for $110 million. That can't possibly be true,
I
can
don't
it?
think so. I don't think it's for sale.
I don't think it is
Candy's
either.
not selling that. Candy's not
She's
selling
not
that.
going anywhere.
Yeah. I don't
Tori
think
is
so.
just waiting for that poor woman to pass so she
Yeah.
can finally get some money. She better be careful, though. That woman probably is giving all her money to her dog or something like that. That woman does not want her children to get her husband's money. It's
Get
wild.
it. I
I
don't
don't
get it.
either. How much money does one person need?
She's another one who wanted to be on Beverly Hills Housewife, and Andy wouldn't put Tori on. I think she would be a great housewife. I mean, now that she's
I don't.
divorced and she does have 6 kids,
I don't think she'd be a very good housewife.
you don't think she'd be entertaining?
I mean, she'd be entertaining. Didn't she have a reality TV show, though?
Her and Dean, they had her husband. What was it called? I don't know, but I watched it. I can't remember what it was called.
I feel like I watched it when it first came out, too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's a little too young to fit in with the current housewives. But maybe if they came up with something else for like her, like Paris Hilton, like I feel like she's more in that age group, right?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think she's that young.
No.
I
Yeah.
don't think
I don't know
so.
why I picture it. Probably because I, loved Beverly Hills. I just rewatched Beverly Hills 90210. And I just picture her so young.
How
I
old
don't
is
know.
Tori
Did you hear the
Spelling?
whole thing about Dolores? on 2Ts.
No.
I guess they were talking about Meredith Marks. I don't know. Like I only read bits and pieces, but I guess they were talking about how Meredith Marks took the phone call from Brooks on the plane, and Dolores was defending it and said something like, when little Frankie calls her, she wants to just make out with the phone and like shove it down her throat because I guess she's so happy that her son. It was like something wild like that she said.
My
And people
gosh.
are like, what the? But I just laughed because, listen, she's an Italian North Jersey mother. Their sons, the sun rises and sets on their sons' asses. Like, their sons can do no wrong. They're just, that's who they live for, their boys. So I don't think that it could come across like a little odd what she said,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's
I
just,
understand what you're
you know,
saying. But I don't
yeah, it's
think
just like a
Meredith
funny.
Marks is that way, by the way.
Not at all. I think Dolores just said this in defense of Meredith picking up that phone call. I don't think
Yeah.
Meredith is that way with Brooks either.
No.
But
And
I
by the
do
way, Tori's Spelling
100% believe that Dolores is.
is 52.
My God, she's older than me. She was Paris Hilton's age. Holy cow. So then she could fit in with the current Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? I mean, maybe they're a little bit older, but Dorit's
Yeah,
probably
no, I think
not. Rachel Zoe probably isn't. They're
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
in
what's her
that.
name is 40 that just came on, the new girl.
Right, the new girl,
Why can't I think of her name? I just blanked.
Amanda.
That's it, because I don't like her,
Amanda?
and I'm not going to remember. Yeah, that's it. I'm
Right.
not going to remember her name.
I can't believe she's 52.
Yeah, she's 52.
Wow.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is it for this year, probably, to be honest with you. Well, the next Housewives episode doesn't come out until the 30th, and then we will not probably be recording on New Year's Eve, so you probably won't get a new episode from us until next year.
Yep.
Unless we recycle an episode or we come up with something else in our spare time. But we are hosting, and there's Christmas and Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So maybe not. But
Right.
we want to
see.
wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and whatever else you
All
celebrate.
the holidays you celebrate. Have a wonderful,
right.
wonderful holiday.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next year in 2026.
Bye.
Bye.